Contents: History of volleyball, facilities and equipment, mechanics or objectives of volleyball, terminologies in volleyball, fundamental skills and drill in volleyball. History of volleyball. William G. Morgan, a YMCA physical education director, created a new game called Mintonet on February 9, 1895 in Holkoyiki, Massachusetts, USA as a pastime to be played preferably indoors and by any number of players. Alfred Halstead, he suggested the name of volleyball. In 1912, the more version of rules was introduced, the rule on the rotation of players before serving. In 1947, the International Volleyball Federation, or IVBF, was founded with Paul Liebout as its first president. In Paul Liebout, under his term in 37 years, volleyball improved by leaps and bounds. The IVBF unified rules were adopted for the first time. In the East Asia, the Japanese developed their quick attack combinations and their devoted defense to be ranked in the world top level in the 60s and 70s and the Chinese women's team in the 80s. Other countries contributed measures that raised volleyball to a highly competitive sport. The Cubans were known for the great jumping ability. The USA men's team combining European and Asian styles of play and implementing new attack and defense tactics dominated Olympic in the World Championship. Volleyball gained popularity worldwide when volleyball was introduced in the Philippines. A Filipino started spiking as one of the spectacular aspects of offense. Spiking actually revolutionized the game and made the sport a highly competitive one. Dr. Robin Acosta acknowledged this in his opening speech in the 1998 World Volleyball Grand Prix held in Manila. The Philippines women's volleyball team used to dominate the ASEAN volleyball. The last time the team won the gold medal in the women's division was in 1993 in Singapore ASEAN Games. Facilities and equipment of volleyball. Volleyball is played in a rectangular court with width of 18 meters and height of 9 meters. It is divided by a net and has a front zone of 3 meters width on each side of net. The height of the net is 2.4 to 3 meters for men and 2.24 meters for women. 2 antennae are attached to the net above the sideline. It is 80 cm height and marks the boundaries where the ball can be played. Federation Internationale de Volleyball, or FIVB, regulations state that the volleyball must be spherical, made of leather or synthetic leather. Circumference of 65 to 67 cm, weighs 260 to 280 grams, inside pressure of 0.30 to 0.325 kilograms per centimeter squared. Mechanics or objective of the game. To play, 2 teams of 6 players rally the ball to each other over the net between the rugs. The ball can touch the net during its passage. The teams play 3 sets against one another up to 25 points. In the case of 5th set, it is played up to 15 points. A winning team needs at least 2 clear points to win the set. A team scores a point in 2 instances: when the ball heads to the ground in the opponent's side of the court, or a team is unable to return the ball or commits a foul. Each game begins with a serve. Receives the ball is entitled for 3 touch before sending it back to opponent's court. A single player doesn't have the right to touch the ball twice on his own. If the team which serve wins the point, they keep the same server. If a receiving team wins a point, it wins a serve and the players rotate clockwise. Terminologies of volleyball. Block. The first line of defense where one or more players successfully terminate a rally or play in their favor, stop the ball from traveling the net. Kill. A successful attack that terminates the play or rally, resulting in an immediate point or side out by the team making the kill. Attack. It is an offensive scheme or pattern with which a team attempts to score a point by hitting the ball. Ace, a serve that results directly in a point without further action by players on the serving team. Spike or hit, to offensively strike the ball to terminate the rally for a side out or point. Setter, the position on the team which is considered the leader and quarterback who is normally responsible for delivering the ball to one of the other players for an attack attempt. Pass, the act of receiving and delivering the ball to the setter. Serve, the act by one player to put the ball into play and should be in the designated area behind the backline. Rally, the vertical rods along the outside edge of the net extending 32 inches above the net to indicate out of bounds along the sideline. Assist, passing or setting the ball to a teammate who attack the ball for a kill. Attack attempt, the attempt by a player to terminate the play by hitting the ball to the floor on the opponent's side. Back set, a set made when a player who is setting the ball has his or her back toward the hitter. Back row attack, typically a player who has rotated to the back row jumps behind the 3-meter line to hit the ball. Blocking error, a violation consists of touching the net, crossing the center line, blocking a set or any other violation which occurs while making a block attempt. Center line, the boundary that runs the net and divides the court into the equal playing areas. Defensive specialist or DS, the position of a team which is responsible for digging and passing the ball in the back row. Dig, the act of successfully receiving a ball. Down referee, secondary referee, he or she stands on the floor at the opposite end of the net as the up referee. Floater, a server with no speed that follows an unpredictable path. Focus, to concentrate attention or efforts to direct toward a common center or objective. Foot fault, the illegal act of placing a foot on or inside the end line prior to the serve. Forearm pass, contacting the ball with the forearms in order to deliver the ball to the setter in an understanding manner. Foul, a violation of the rule that was called by a referee. Free ball, a ball delivered over the net to the opposing team in a non-threatening manner because the ball was hit more like a pass. Held ball or carry, a ball that cones the rest for more than the maximum allowable time during contact resulting in a foul. Jump serve, one of the most feared serves in volleyball. Let serve, a legal serve attempt where the ball contacts the net while still managing to go over the score receiving team's side of the court. Libero, a player who can be substituted into the game freely in the back row for defensive purposes. Line shot, refers to a hit attempt where the ball is directed along an opponent's sideline. Ready position, the flex yet comfortable posture which a player assumes before moving to the point of contact. Red card, a more severe sanction given by the up referee. Rotation, determines the identity of the server. Up referee, the main referee or first referee. USAV, United States Volleyball or formerly USBVA. Yellow card, a warning given by the up referee.
Fundamental skills and drill in volleyball. Skills and drill: number 1, serve; number 2, pass; number 3, block; number 4, attack. serve is to put the ball in a play to start every rally. It is one skill that is under total control. It is a form of attack because with a strong and top serve, it can put pressure on opponents. Serving styles: underhand serve, underhand float serve, jump float serve, jump serve with top spin, and top spin serve. Underhand serve is more conservative, safer, and accurate serve than overhead serve. Underhand float serve. This volleyball serve is one of the basics. The alignment of feet, hips, and shoulder sets up the proper serve position. Jump float serve. A firm wrist and the focus of the toes will help in a successful jump floater. Jump serve with top spin. The most difficult part of this volleyball serve is the ball toss. It is a serve that gets the player attack the ball in the air. Top spin serve. For this volleyball serve, a player needs to use more than his or her toes. A snapping wrist and the top of the ball contact will get on her the spin necessary for an impressive serve. Pass, the cornerstone of every player's game. It is the first contact of the team with the ball coming from the opponent's serve, spike, tip, or volley. Block, to intercept the ball from the opponent's side before it crosses the vertical plane of the net. It is the first line of defense against any opponent's attack. Attack, one of the most exciting parts of the game. The attack is done usually on the third contact, which could be a spike or smash, tips, or dink.